Louisiana beer reviews. Here we are about 8:10 a.m. I was going to sit outside. That cloud cap from that cold front is still about 10 miles that way. You can see it. So it'll be another 30 minutes before it gets past, and maybe 45 minutes before that sun is shining down. But it's about 40 degrees out there, and it's damp. The dampness is what, not windy, but the dampness kills you. So I can't take it. I said I'll just stay in here where it's warm. Samuel Adams Scotch Ale, the Brewmaster's Collection. First introduced in 1995, and they produce it off and on. I've never had it, apparently, or at least I've never reviewed it. I didn't think I had, but they make such an enormous amount of beer varieties you can't keep up. 5.5% alcohol, best before, June of 2016. Brewed in Boston, Cincinnati, and Bringsville, Pennsylvania. And I did actually drive on the property of that brewery in 2015, but did not visit. 35 international bitterness units. They use their typical 2-row pale malt blend, Munich 10, caramel 60, chocolate malt, and peated malt. I didn't even change into my uniform, reviewing uniform, sports apparel. But this is kind of plaid, so it fits Scotch, right? East Kent Goldings and Fuggles hops. It gets a very good score on Beer Advocate, an outstanding score for the style, from the bros. So the bros are saying an A+, and Beer Advocate's saying very good, a B+. So still 65 out of 100 on rate beer and a 43 out of 100 for the style. So they're not too thrilled with it. I was at Mathern's earlier. I went over there about 7:40 a.m. and I bought this Beta Triple Haze Raspberry Golden Lager, 8%. So that'd be interesting. It was $4.99. A Tripel Lager. And I don't know if I had this one because Wasatch is always changing their label names. Bobsled Nut Brown Ale. They'll rename stuff. So I have to check on it. And then they had this soup, 4 for $5. Progresso beef and vegetable. Then I had a coupon, 50 cents off, and they double coupons over there up to $1, so it was $1 off. So only cost me $1.25 plus tax for 2 cans. And chicken and sausage gumbo using andouille sausage, so that's nice. Interesting, we're talking about, mentioning a Louisiana beer, a Beta, and then Progresso, which started in New Orleans at the Progress Grocery by a little old Italian lady immigrant, and their family did very well with this soup, and then they were bought out by General Mills. Happens in the beer world, and it happens in the food world for sure. Holy moly. You heard that? That hiss. This thing was about to blow out of the cap. Okay, so glad I caught that. I like Scotch ales. I like the peatiness, the underneath smokiness, and that McEwen Scotch Ale, which I believe is from Green King. That's a fine, fine beer. Not much of a head, but this is an unusual shaped glass, but I think this glass is actually made for cognac, but off-white, what's that? Copper color, very reddish, almost a rust red or orange. Not orange, rusty red. I don't know how to describe it, but you could probably pick up on that. It's in that reddish brown orange range. The aroma is, and there are video reviews for this. I have not yet watched them, but I intend to do that today. It's sweet malts. Yeah, that's it, like sweet brown bread. Oh, Roch beer. This peated smokiness is coming through so strong. The body is actually light to medium. It's a crisp finish, semi-dry finish. Be like 3 out of 5 sugar cubes and 2 out of 5 hop cones. They're saying 35 IBU. Yeah, well, it's not too much bitterness here. It's there in the back for rounding purposes, pretty much. Decent lacing. Okay, so there's the overriding peat smoke, the sweet brown bread, and the very, very low profile mild bitterness. Now the other variety pack had that sparkling ale, which was, that thing is very, like, almost imperceptible. You have to really approach it the right way, but then if you do approach it the right way, you'll pick up on all these subtle intricacies. This one doesn't seem to be so intricate. It's just sort of like, kind of bland. In a way, think of George Killian's Irish Red with peat smoke in it. And I'm not picking on Killian's Irish Red lager. I do like it. I believe it's an ale version over there in France. But I guess I'll go along with what they say on Beer Advocate, a B+. It's very good, and probably you'd want it to be a little warmer. I took it straight out the refrigerator, so you might want to take that into consideration. But heck, it was in the variety pack. This is the first one from the pack that I'm reviewing. That some other ones are going to be revisits. Well, I had the 2 Samuel Adams Boston Lagers. Yeah, once again, third go around since mid 2015 that they had that strange cornbread undertaste, which has got to be a flaw. And it's not like my palate's changed, because all the other beers I drank in the rotation, my regular drinking rotation, do not taste different than previously. So there's something up with that, in my opinion. So, very good. Laissez-les, bon temps relais, a B+ beer. If you see it in the variety pack, check it out. I wouldn't go on a big search for it, though. Not for a B+ beer, but y'all come on down to damp. Rather uncomfortably cold, but in about 2 hours it's going to be nice. Southeastern Louisiana.